Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now a little bit of a different video now. I'm absolutely roasting. I look like an elf, don't I? I've got my hat on and my rosy cheeks. Oh my word. I've been running around all over the place and it's been quite an eventful day. But I have here a big box, it's not very heavy, from Lakeland. Now what is in here is, and I'm going to unbox it, might need editing, so depending on how long it takes. I've not done anything like this, but this is beer related. So I've heard, oh, it's very noisy. I've heard quite a lot about this machine. So I thought, well, do you know what? I've got to get one, ain't I? I've just got to get one and see what it's about. And I've got like a beer. Now I know on this channel, I tend to review craft beers. Oh, sorry. Ooh, expensive beers, things like that. But I still drink everyday beers, I still drink everyday beers, just traditional beers. And I've seen today, and this has come at the same time. Right, I'll get this out of the box. I'll be back in a second. Oh, so here we are. Sorry about that. I'm just checking me. I've got the mic down here. I've left the green light on because, it's festive and I'm still rocking the Ale and Audio podcast t-shirt. Anyway, look, here it is. Look, you see the reflection of that nice little ring. That should be over my head like a halo. Speno is such a saint. Anyway, and the FIZZICS machine. I've heard so much about this, so I'm going to get this out and see what it's all about. So let's get it unboxed. This might be like a little fast-forwarded thing. I'm not that fantastic at editing videos. I'm going to probably, as we get a bit more into all the stuff I've done. I've not got much room.
I've been messing about. As I get more into what I'm doing, I might even sort myself out some proper editing software and such like. But currently I'm just using. Oh, I'm not going to do it. I think something in there. Currently I'm just using some pretty decent on the Apple Mac. Right, look at this. What we got? Look, it's a really nice bag.
Money-saving ideas, and I think on the Ale and Audio podcast, they mentioned that Lakeland, where we got this from, were doing good deals on this, and indeed they were. And the service is really good. Oh, so it's run by USB. So I hope I don't have to charge it. Oh, there's some batteries as well, so I hope the batteries come with it. Right, so I might have to have like a few minutes, have a look at this. But cool, this is proper cool. So yeah, when I actually ordered this, it was out of stock, and so look at that lovely little bag there. It was out of stock, and which they apologised about, and they said as soon as it comes back in, they'll let me know. Well, anyway, I had it delivered to my folks' house because I'm sort of like, so they're always in, I'm never in type of thing, and it was left unfortunately by the delivery people, not by these. On the doorstep, and my dad said to me, "Oh, I've got a parcel for you," and I thought, "Oh, from Lakeland. Oh, it's going to be this." So yeah, so what I've got this, and I've got a can of beer in the fridge that is a beer I drink, and that's gonna be the first thing. I might have to move the camera. So give me give me like a second, and I'll be back with you to try this and just explain. I don't want to go through all the setup and everything because it'll be just a long-winded video, and if you get one yourself, the instructions will be there. So yeah, I'll be back in literally a second. Way, so here we are back, and I'm a little bit further away from the camera, but the mic is still on. I just have to check the mic still, otherwise I'll be waffling away and you wouldn't even hear me. So here it is. Now I really could have probably stayed here because it's as simple as this. I've took it out the box. It is actually powered, or you can use batteries. So you can put batteries in the back and the batteries will power it. Or you've got a USB cable that you can plug into the wall. Now I've got a USB socket there, but it's actually currently running the halo light above there. Well, it's a C as well, but this one takes the old one. But yeah, so you can plug it in, which is fantastic because I can put it like on the bar. But I think it'd probably actually look better if you just had the batteries in. So there's no cable. It'd be more because I could then probably put it over here and use it to serve here. I've got the perfect draft machine as well. At some point, I'm going to get that out. But it's great. So basically, step one, put the batteries in or plug it into the wall. Step two, basically screw this on first, and then little microfiber cloth to polish this. Ooh, be careful how you polish that, Speno. It could look a little bit rude. Polish that to keep that looking nice and shiny, which is It says, it actually says here, use enclosed microfiber cloth to remove fingerprints and shine DraftPour's gloss cap. Cap, so, oh, cap, is that, yeah, that'll be the cap, won't it? And all this, polish it round. Anyway, then it's as simple as this. So I've got a can of Hobgoblin. Now, here you go. This is something you probably don't expect to see on this channel. Now, it's not because I don't drink these beers. It's not because, and I've got a Timothy Taylor Landlord glass here because I love Timothy Taylor Landlord. The beers that we were talking about today was St Austell's Tribute. There was a, what else was there? Well, there was a Hobgoblin Gold, a St Austell's Tribute, an Abbott Ale, which I really like. I like Speckled Hen. I like, I like Adam's Broad. I like loads of sort of traditional beers that you can buy from the supermarket, and all the 4 for 3s and all that. I drink lots of them. But I just think there's no, I don't really want to share them beers with you because there's plenty of people know about them beers and they've been shared. They get shared. I want to like share some different beers. I want to talk about them. It's just a personal preference, but and one of the beers I really do like is a Hobgoblin Gold. I really do like this beer, and this is coming in, and I forgot I had this, and I've got a pint can. So with this doing what it's going to do to this, I'm probably going to have more than enough. So it says now, open can or bottle, allow bubbles to settle for 30 seconds prior to inserting into the machine. Turn system counterclockwise to open. Oh, here we go. And that comes off, simple as that. This is absolutely amazing. Put your can or your bottle in there, like that. Put it back over so the tube goes into the can or your bottle. This is absolutely crazy, right? This is brilliant. I've seen it done. I've watched the reviews and that. Hold glass at a 90-degree angle directly under the faucet. Pull the tap towards the beer. Fill the glass about 2/3 full, and then push it back to like foam it up a bit. Any beer left in the bottle or the can may be added to the glass. While enjoying your FIZZICS beer, swirl the beer and watch the creamy head reappear. Right, so instructions down there, that's easy. I will read the user guide. I'm a stickler for reading instructions. But anyway, so I'm going to do this a bit cack-handed because I'm trying to demonstrate it to you guys. This is the very first time I've used this machine. So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But I think everything with this, it's like the perfect draft. You need practice. So here we go. My Timothy Taylor glass, my Hobgoblin Gold. Oh, let's get it on. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm bloody hot with this Christmas hat on, but it is Christmas and I've got my Christmas jumper still on. Here we go. Oh, what's going on? Look at this. It makes a nice little, oh, hello, hi there, how you doing? Makes a nice little, I mean, it's already livening the beer up already, look at that. Makes a nice little buzzing noise, it's not too loud. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, is this really going to actually need the backward? This is doing it just as it is. I'll be happy with that just as it is. In fact, I'm going to let that settle before I push it backwards. Now, oh, just look at that. This is a good beer. I like this beer. This, I drink all this sort of like specialist beer or whatever. However, here we go. Whoa, crikey. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. Now, that's the first one I've poured. So what I probably would have done is poured it even right more to the top. But look at that. You try and get a head like that probably off that particular can. So, yeah, there we have. Look at that. That's a lovely, quite creamy head. So anyway, let's get into this Hobgoblin Gold and let me just tell you a little bit about it. It smells and it's got a nice, nice frothy nose now. It smells nice. This has got, I think it's got 4 hops in it. I actually don't know a lot about the beer. I just like it. But yeah, I think it's got 4 hops in it. It's got some nice bready malts in it. It's a really good beer to drink. I can't even tell you what the percentage is. I tell you what, I just might top this up a little bit because I know there's a pint in there. So it takes a while to sort of like get through on this frothy bit. But oh, look at that. Can you see that? I hope you see that in the glass. Makes that nice little drop in carbonation rise. Look at that. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, I've liked Hobgoblin Gold for a long while. It's a nice, smashable beer. And it certainly looks nice, like a nice poured pint. This is one of the reasons why I like to adapt the little mini kegs to put it through here, because it does exactly the same thing. But then when you sort of like turn the liquid tap, you pull the tap out, you turn it, here it goes. You know, if you want a bit of a head, you got to pull it down. But I use the extractor, as you've seen if you've watched the videos. If not, go and check it out and pull it through here. And it does exactly the same. It aerates the beer. It gives it a bit of air. The other way you can do it is by using, I've got it here. Where is it? Where is it? It's probably up the house being cleaned. A syringe. And I've seen that from Slurpy Dave. He's another great channel to watch. And basically you get like a beer, like say for this, put it in, a little bit of air in the syringe, in the beer, draw it up and then buff it down and it aerates the beer. Anyway, so let's take this off and let's pour what's left in this can into here. Now it sort of does the same sort of crashing thing, doesn't it? Like that. Now I think I've just swirled that around. So you could almost argue, if you really, really wanted to, you could almost argue, okay, why do we need this machine? Right? Oh, look at that. Just stood it on top of the... Why do we need this machine? Well, let me tell you why. Because people rave about it, people enjoy it. It's got more really good views than any kind of bad reviews. Apparently the customer service is really good. I heard one of the sheddies say that sadly, after doing about 1,000 beers through it, the pump failed, and they asked, obviously, this place, don't quote me on any of this because I don't want to tell them this will happen, about, or, you know, sadly pumps failed or whatever, like, can you buy a new pump, whatever, and they just sent them a new machine. So, fantastic. So, you see, now I've just chucked that in, suddenly we've actually got rising carbonation in there, which I didn't have before. So I've chucked that in there, and now we have got some rising carbonation in that beer. You probably can't see it because of all the reflections and things. It's such a clear beer. You can, there you go, you just see it. Now I don't think I had it when I poured it through there. Oh, but yeah, you know, you get a really nice, all the sort of like citrusy, lemony. I mean, I don't really like citrus, I really don't. But you're getting like some nice hop twangs in there, not twang, nice twangs, you know, and you're getting some nice bready malts in there. It is a lovely, but I do like this beer, Hobgoblin Gold. And yeah, look at the head on that. This is basically made this like a draft pour. If you pour it with a head. I think people like me are all now going a bit backwards, whereas we used to say, can you top that up, please? And you just want the thinnest of head because you feel like you want more beer. Well, if you watch the Budvar being poured, they say that it has to have this foamy head. And then when you do some research, the foamy head is there to protect the beer. And it is beer. It's the carbonation rising up to form the head to protect the beer. It is beer. You're not losing out, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to have a beer like with a head like that. But when I was at the Tap and Barrel in Wiston the other day, they had a stout in there, which was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It just reminded me of a Guinness Old Original. And Guinness Old Original? What am I talking about? That's ever odd. The Guinness Original, the Guinness Original Stout in the bottle. You know, it was a bit more tasted like that because it wasn't a a nitro pour. It was a hand pour, and it really did remind me of the Guinness Original, which was shocking because I don't think I've ever found a beer that's come that close, apart from one of the stouts I reviewed, but it was different. But that was pretty much almost the same. It was very good, and that was where was I going? That that had a nice head. It was a lovely black beer with a nice head on it, and it just made for a better, nicer feel because nobody wants a flat beer, do they? So I'm pretty convinced that this beer has got a better head retention on it because of this machine. And this, literally, that's the first one. And this really has got some good bready, sweet, nice bready malts. There's some sweetness in there as well. I don't even know what's in here. I really do not know. A solid gold legend. I think it is actually. I probably prefer this to the Hobgoblin, just the Hobgoblin. It's just more refreshing, and it's just really nice. Combination of 4 hops varieties infused with malted barley and a touch of wheat. Oh yeah, gives it easy drinking golden beer, tropical aromas of citrus and passion fruit. A biscuit light malt base gives way to heaps of fresh lemon and lime zest. Yeah, I mean, so biscuity malts, bready malts, biscuity malts, they're all like part of that same sort of beer notes. But yeah, it is a very, very good beer. And you know what? I've not had one for a while, and I'm really, really enjoying that. And the head retention is still there. But yeah, you know, from that, I do get them nice. Do you know what it's got? I've never really like drank this beer like this and really like sort of like thought about it, but it's actually got quite a nice level of bitterness in that as well. You know, this has been around for a long while, isn't it? And I don't think this has probably changed over the years. I don't know. I think they've been taken over. Yeah, produced by Carlsberg Marston's Brewery. So yeah, they've been taken over in there. But even so, it's still a good off the shelf beer. And the thing is as well, it is actually quite complex because you don't get like all. I mean, I've just read on that can about all these citrusy and whatever. If I was getting some heavy citrus stuff out of there, then I'd know to it. You're just getting a nice sort of zesty, lemony sort of like, yeah, I mean like citrus, but it's not overpowering. Anyway, this has been a chat about the FIZZICS machine, and it gets a thumbs up for me just on that first beer. So I'm glad about that. So thank you for watching, everybody. It's not really been a beer review on the Hobgoblin beer, but it's just one of those things to say, like, yes, you know, just when you think I'm probably being a beer snob and doing all these like high-end beers, I do still drink all sorts of beers, you know. But it's just one of those machine. And the thing is about this machine as well, the cleaning process is run some water through it. So if I go and run some water through it now, that's pretty much some warm water. I think it's cleaned it, but you got to like probably do that, not leave anything in there, because it will it will fuzz up and smell and all that sort of stuff. So you know, the only reason this machine is probably going to get any problems if the user doesn't do it as per instructions. So yeah, I highly recommend this. Just from the first pour, it was great. It was good fun. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Speno. Please like and put your comments in the comment box. And if you've searched this video for the FIZZICS machine and you've liked what I've talked about, just check out my other videos and that. And you might just discover a new beer that you like. Merry Christmas, everybody! And also check out Airline Audio, their podcast on Spotify. It is really, really quite entertaining. It really is. Friday mornings wouldn't be the same without this for me now. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much. I'm going to reach really far to press the stop button.